Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei. Today we're going to be looking at the first half of the MCC Rising 3 teams, and I'm going to keep it real. I already said this on stream many times. The selection is pretty dang good. Not like the most popular picks, but I honestly kind of prefer that because I think the vibes that these teams have that we've seen so far in terms of like how they've presented themselves in their applications have been very nice, and I like them a lot. I'm a big fan. Also, a surprise. Let's look at this first team announcement, and I'll explain. There are official coaches for this MCC Rising as a way to switch things up. So for this first red team, which is a Team Skyblock, I will talk about that further as well. Orion Sound is their coach. So he will be leading the way or helping them throughout the event, leading the way for them to be able to perform. And MCC tweeted, "What is a coach? For MCC Rising 3, we paired each of our 10 teams with an MCC regular, show them the ropes, and pass on their wisdom. They will cheer their teams on and be live streaming their spectator perspective during the show." So in the instance that you do not have a team specifically that you like love or a specific team that you've gravitated towards, you can also pick one of the MCC regulars who will be spectating their team as, you know, maybe a comfort POV or maybe a POV that you just prefer. And there's a wide selection of you know, coaches for this event. It'll all be people that you've seen in MCC time and time again. But the first 5 coaches have been announced alongside the first 5 teams. The other 5 will be revealed tomorrow when the other 5 teams get announced. Starting off with this red team, though, Team Skyblock, I will not be watching the videos for the teams because I want you to just watch the videos themselves. I'll link them in the description down below. I'll make sure to remember to do that. But I'll link in the description below every single team's application. Please go watch it yourself and give them your view. Supports the creators. Also, you know, means that if you like them, you know where to find them, etc., etc., etc. With the coach being the Orion Sound, you know, they could have picked a much better player for this top spot, but I think Ollie will do. You know, he's won a couple MCCs. I think he should be fine. There's one coach coming up who's only won once and lost a lot of dodge bolts. So, you know, it's at least better than the yellow team, but we'll see. Anyways, red team so far. One thing that is important to note is that every single team in these first 5 thus far have been applications that at least I've watched, and most of them are ones we've watched on stream before. So these are all familiar applications. The red team and the yellow team, as far as I could recall, are both teams that were in my list of picks for MCC Rising. I think this Skyblock team ended up being a backup team on my list, but I already said that between backups and my top 10 picks, there wasn't really much of a difference. It was just a couple teams that I really liked, and then the yellow team ended up being in my top 10 list, which we'll get to that in a bit too. So yeah, first off, red team, very cool, Team Skyblock. One of my personal vouchers, I like it. Orange team, this is the thumbnail was this like drawn thing. I recognize the thumbnail. I've seen this thumbnail a lot. This team is like the 3 girls and the one guy, the CC. That's their team name. Silly idea. The Wiswap MC and CC was their application name. Together with JoJo as the coach, which I think JoJo is probably one of the better coaches, I assume, going to be in this event. I assume the coaches will mainly be the higher skilled players, considering the ones we've seen thus far. And yeah, I think this will be a really fun team as well. Their application was very lovely. So very cool. Check out their application. Link in the description. It'll just be called like red, orange, yellow, lime, green. So you'll be able to find it like that. Cool little team there. I like it. Next up, yellow team. This one will probably have some familiar faces on it for some of you, maybe who've watched like SMP content. This is Abolish Regrets team, which has Imeshep and Watermunch and Mazes on it, with the coach being purpled. I don't know about that one. I mean, he's not really good at winning MCC, guys. He knows how to get points, but winning dodgeball's gonna be not his forte, you could say, not his expertise. But he can try. Anyways, cool team, of course. This was, like said, in my top 10, so I'm happy to see them make their way in. Very cool indeed. Check out their application, link in the description. This one had Mazes, I think, who sang Hot to Go from Chapel Roan. My chat liked that a lot. I know of Chapel Roan. I've listened to her album. not for me, but I support it. I support it, all right? I support it. Anyways, next up, Lime team, coached by Dave Kratzy. This is I think probably this was called the Two-Tone Tangos. Also, what I was told, just Gravel's team. I think Gravel's someone who's known by a couple of the MCC players. Very, very fun little squad here. Dave as a coach will be very reliable, of course. I think out of everyone who has been announced thus far, he has been the longest running good player. Ollie obviously has been in the event for a long time as well, just like Dave. But Ollie started off as mid or bad, and now he's good, whereas Dave was good right away. So Dave, from the people that have been picked as coaches thus far, is the most reliable one, I'd say. He's been the good guy for the longest time. So this Lime team might be off on a pretty strong start. Either way, check their application down below. Cool team. Every team is cool, but check the application below. I think Scuffed Sushi was the person who has a cool voice. A very cool voice. I liked it. And then next up, Green Team. The Green Team is this team. I don't really know how to explain it. And this is called the Purple Painters, led by Callum CPK. Callum CPK, obviously known for his MCC expertise with the All Things MCC channel, etc., etc., etc. He's been in the running for MCC, performances for a long time. So, pretty good coach, I would say. Someone who knows what he's doing. And so that's good and nice and reliable. This team was a fun little vibe. I liked it. And this I think was one that I watched off stream. I didn't watch it on stream. We watched it on stream just before, literally in my stream today. By the way, if you want to watch the MCC Rising teams get announced tomorrow, I will be live. A little bit earlier than the actual team announcement, but I will be live, so come watch. But yeah, this team's application, link in description. Very fun. WonderNat, I think, if I remember correctly, said that they love talking to people and meeting new people, and that one of their main goals for this event is talking to all the contestants. So glad to see someone willing to communicate with everybody. It will be very fun. Happy to see that type of energy. Will be very, very cool. Link in description. Watch their application. And yeah, that's all the teams that got announced. As said, these are all applications I've watched. So as you can see, number 21, 24, Team Skyblock and Wiswap was literally the red and orange team. Then Abolish Regret was the yellow team, and then Purple Painters is green, and Two-Tone Tangos is lime. So far we're 5 for 5 on watched applications getting in. 2 of them were off stream that I watched, but 5 for 5, baby. That's pretty good. To be fair, I think we watched half of the total applications, or probably roughly around that amount. So pretty good odds, I must say. Pretty damn good odds. Anyways, thank you all for watching the video, and I will see you all tomorrow for more MCC Rising teams. Also, I want to mention, yes, I'm aware, for MCC Rivals, there have been players that got announced to be in. I will not be covering that until after the Rising teams get announced, just because I want to give the Rising teams their spotlight, and then we can go look at the Rivals people. One thing to mention, Sprain being in is kind of insane. Anyways, see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.